everybody. Ooh. Guess what? It's episode 60. Yes, episode 60. Welcome to episode 60. I'm so relieved. Well, you guys, today is another weekend short. And I have the Tampa Blackout razor. I'll be using the Tampa Blackout razor, and that will be our cutting device for today. I have a treat blade in here that's had a few shaves on it. I'm going to be using my 24mm Galaxy brush by Tampa Shave Company, and I'll be shaving with Barrister and Mann's Cologne Russe today. That is the plan. Alright, and I will finish it off with Tampa Shave Company's Vetiver Aftershave Splash. And there's a nice look at that for you. Alright, you know what we're going to do next. It's time for the soaping. Please join me for the soaping. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here I am once again. And we have our lovely Cologne Russe. Oh, such a lovely scent that has. There's a little close-up look at the tin. Very nice. And we're going to get our brush now hydrated. I'm just going to dip it in water and squeeze all the water out of it. As much of it as I can anyway. And then I'm going to load the brush. How you guys doing today? I sure hope you're going to have a great day. Yes, I get to go to work today, and the weekends are very busy for me, so that's why I do the short on the weekend. Alright, I'm only doing a single pass, so I'm doing a light amount of cream, and I will stick it in the bowl, and I will work it around. Let's see what we can come up with this time. Very good. Oh, there's plenty here. I could probably still do a 3-pass shave off of what I see here. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be a single pass. In fact, I'm not going to even shave the other 2 passes. Look at that. Partially because I shaved not too terribly long ago, and I don't need it that bad. So, there we go. Alright, I will let you stare at that lovely lather, and I'm going to go ahead and grab God's Word, and I'm going to read for you. This little section is coming to us from Luke chapter 17, beginning at verse 1, and going through verse 1 and 2. And he said to his disciples, "Temptations to sin are sure to come, but woe to the one through whom they come. It would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were cast into the sea, than that he should cause one of these little ones to sin." That's some pretty heavy words that I've chosen for today. But they're necessary, and we need to talk about it. So, without any further ado, let's go upstairs for the shave and the devotion. There you are! Wow, amazing! Yes. And I've got the hot to trot towel, and I'm going to present the towel. Very good. A nice presentation of the towel, don't you think? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Alright, you guys. Before I lather up, I just want to talk about this. And the thing is, Jesus is very, very, very serious about sin. He's serious about my sin. And he's serious about your sin. And there's nothing worse for us, for ourselves, to lead somebody into sin. It's not a good thing. Now, he's not saying that it can't be forgiven, but he's saying the person who leads people into sin, that's not a good thing. In fact, it's such not a good thing that it would be better for them to have a millstone hung around his neck and have him thrown into the sea. In other words, he would be better off dead. Now, I would imagine he's saying that because this way he can't, or she can't, harm anybody else in the same way. And when Jesus talks about little ones, it doesn't matter how little they are, whether they're infants or whether they're 99 years old or older. Okay, so keep that straight in your mind. Goodness sakes, my face is dry already. How'd that happen? I'm going to just hydrate a little bit with my hand, and I'm going to lather up. So yes, he is very, very serious about sin. Very serious indeed. The tiniest, most insignificant sin that you can think of. We have to remember, always carries the weight of eternal damnation behind it. Doesn't matter. You know how we like to kind of play games in our mind? Oh, well, this sin's better than this sin, and this sin's worse than this sin. No. They all carry the same weight. Think about that. What should your attitude towards sin be then? See? That's what I'm talking about. And Jesus makes it very clear by his words here. So I want you to get that understanding in your mind. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Alright, here we go. Time for the pass. Yep, we gotta be careful, my friends. I mean, we really gotta be careful. There is nothing worse in Jesus' eyes that we would lead someone to sin. Be the instigators. Coach them how to sin. And if you think that doesn't happen, might I remind you, there are all kinds of parents out there who teach their children how to sin, how to cheat people, how to steal from the store. I mean, there's all kinds of things that people do. It's not good. So be very wary of that. And you yourself must watch your P's and Q's on it. That's a funny saying, isn't it? Watch your P's and Q's. Of course, watch your P's and Q's. You might otherwise end up with 2 P's or 2 Q's, depending on how they're facing. I think that's what that was all about. But yes, you must be extra careful in your life not to lead people to sin. Jesus frowns upon that. He does not like that. Because then it's no longer, oh, I messed up by sin myself, but, oh, I'm going to get this person to do this and that person to do that. You know, it's like the opposite of trying to save someone when it really comes down to it. Because there it is, Yeah, you're working against the work of the Lord in them by trying to lead them down the wrong path. You don't want to do that. Very nice. And enough said. I think you get the gist of it. Very smooth for a one pass. You know what? This Blackout razor is actually very excellent. I mean, it has no problems cutting. It is a nice heavy razor, which is kind of nice. It's got a good weight to it. Works fantastic. All right then. Now I'm going to towel off. Very good. And now I'm going to finish up with the Tampa Shave Company Vetiver Aftershave Splash. Yes, once again, another lovely view of the label. There you go. Can't be bad. Go ahead and put some on your hand, and we'll go ahead and do that. Beautiful. Vetiver is a very unique smell. I couldn't tell you what it smells like. Scents are very difficult to explain. I mean, this is kind of sweet, not so sweet. I don't know. It's just that scents are a hard thing to explain unless you have the nomenclature and definitions and all of that crud figured out in your mind, try to say it, I gotta get my brain wrapped around that one eventually. Alright, you guys. Please rate and subscribe. Please subscribe and share. That's what I really want you to do. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and share, because that's how the gospel goes out. When you share, it's almost as if you're going door to door, knocking on people's doors. Do that. People need to know about this channel. And once again, this was Barrister and Mann's Cologne Russe. There again is the tin. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that is that, my friends. Remember, do not lead another person into sin. Don't train them to sin. Don't lead them along the way to sin. Don't do it. Because Jesus sees it as a tremendously terrible offense. Okay? If you have done this in the past, don't worry. Confess your sin to Jesus, and He will definitely forgive you. Okay? Alright. May the Lord bless you, and may He give you nick-free and baby butt smooth shaves. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.